But to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life, now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Let's get in there. Okay, New Amsterdam, here we are. She looks pretty annoyed already. Oh dear, let's hope I don't upset her. There are a few things you need to know about Reclamation Industries before you help us found a scavenger HQ. First off, we don't use stainless steel as building material. Uh-oh. It's good for stuff that's over-engineered, but our lower safety standards allow us to use carbon compounds as a primary building material. Carbon? Carbon is found around impact craters. We can extract it rapidly and convert it into a wide range of construction supplies. People question using construction materials that haven't been field tested yet. People should really mind their own business. We also use aluminium and glass to build our structures. Why is most of the map dark? Someone's first rodeo. Oh my. Time to learn how to identify a good spot and set up shop. The most important choice you're going to make is one of the first ones required. Where to set up the scavenger HQ. We know the locations of mineral deposits surrounding the nearby colony, but we need to perform scans to verify the types of materials. Scans? Yep. Basic scouting and recon. Uh-oh. Click an area nearby to perform a magnetic resonance scan. This is how we know where resources are, but we don't know much more than that. We're expecting you to spot a few good locations before you decide where we found. Don't let us down. I won't. Let's zoom out. Okay, so apparently there are good resources kind of over here. Let's try scanning right about here. Alright, got a little bit of a scan there. It appears that there's some silicon there, some aluminium. Okay, looks like over here might be good too. Ooh. This is a solid spot to found a scavenger HQ. It provides the construction supplies critical for upgrades, along with plenty of water to support life. I like this kind of place. A balanced location seems smart. Let's see what's down here. Okay, there's plenty of iron down here, and indeed aluminium, but it may not be ideal. Let's do a scan up here. Not much going on there, is there? Ooh. Maybe there is. There's a hell of a lot of carbon and aluminium. This would give us a fast start and would allow a quick upgrade with plenty of core construction materials. I wish there was a better supply of water nearby. Life support matters. Some of us even brought our families on this venture. Starting fast is good, however. Let's see what else we get. Oh, and here we have diverse resources. Okay, these are the 3 types it seems. Here's an interesting spot. It's tricky because the construction resources aren't strong and closest water isn't great. But silicon is always useful for both glass and electronic production, and having a geothermal so close by makes this location very tempting. Keep in mind that our start here would be slow off the get-go. Having options is nice. So these are your options, really, as a good start. Our luck seems to be running high at the moment. You're making me no longer regret letting you tag along. Thanks. Since it seems you're so charmed, why don't you make the call on where to start our scavenger HQ? But don't I need to know more? Always more to learn. When we found any resources under the scavenger HQ get strip mined. It's a good burst to our resources, but we can't access them as a supply later. You can always spend time carefully weighing the strengths of every hard call, but there comes a time when you just need to trust your instincts. It's time to decide. Okay, now I'm tempted personally, given that we've got some silicon there, and we've also got various other resources, lots of water, to start here. I want us to be able to survive, so let's grab this and put it here. We've all taken a huge chance in moving out here. Some of us didn't have much to lose in the first place. I wasn't satisfied working hard for another to profit. Frank couldn't afford his home payment, and now he's got a 5-year plan. Different backgrounds, same goals. Some of our crew is even recently paroled. Uh-oh. The one thing we all have in common is hope. Is Frank a criminal? Watch it, says Frank. Just because some of us have debts to repay doesn't give you the right to look down on me. No one lives a life without a few regrets. I'm willing to, to come to a full account for my shortcomings. Be careful about the conclusions you're willing to jump to. Enough of the lecture. Our ship just landed, and there is work to be done. Start gathering some construction materials and get water flowing to our headquarters. You got it, my man. Alright, let's first start with a water pump right there. Okay, good stuff. Let's think about some aluminium. I love it. And an elemental quarry. Let's start there. Now, for silicon needs, we need approval to build more, which is not ideal. We need 2 elemental quarries on carbon, so let's grab a second one. There it is. We've built a metal mine on aluminium, haven't we? Yes, we have. Just got to get this one going. Good stuff. Efficient and resourceful. I love reclamation industries. While others mine iron and have to refine it for steel, we build straight from carbon. It reminds me of a contract Henry Ford made with a machine shop. There were strict guidelines for how much package and ship the engines they built, down to the type of wood used. After the engines were delivered, the crates were pulled apart and used as floorboards. Every angle was key to the design. Oh yes. Nice. A little something for nothing. That's the way. Take care of our workers. Because of our reputation, the Scavenger HQ isn't just our business centre, it's also the primary residency for our workers. None of us expect an easy living, but we do require our daily square, hot shower and clean air. We can take some debt to buy oxygen and energy from the colony for now, but we should get some farms online before we take the next step. Alright, let's do that. We need some farms. Okay, let's grab some. I think we'll go right here. How many do we need? 2? Seems that we need more claims, so let's upgrade our Scavenger HQ. And we will grab a couple of food places. And last but not least, we're going to grab a second water pump over here, I think. Alright, let's get it going. We are accruing a little debt here, which is not ideal. There we go. Not bad, a fine start in this endeavour. We've got reliable production of most of our construction supplies, and we won't need to be buying food or water from the colony. We're in this together. Out here, that's what we can rely on. Ooh. Hello, hello.
Hello, neighbour. I am excited to be nearby your location for a business venture. So many new things happening each day. Competition brings out the best in us. I am expecting a package soon. Please let me know if any accident it is received by you.
I don't think I will. There goes the neighbourhood. Looks like we've got some competition for New Amsterdam's business. Fresh from Yoshimi. It's those guys again. The latest human replacement technology, trusted helpers ever working till the end. More like helping the rich take even more. Damn robots. They seem nice to me. Land grab. You should have snagged that vent while we have the chance. Now our competition has the shiny energy source and we're left high and dry. And it won't stop there. This whole endeavour is one big competition. We're fighting over the land, resources and most importantly the colony's business. What's our first move? To win this competition you'll need to outsmart, outproduce and outsell them. A good indicator of our value is our stock price. It will always appear next to your name. Okay. Right there. Let's begin by producing some wind turbines for our energy costs don't become their profits. Okay, let's do that. Wind turbines indeed. Looks like up here is a good spot. This is a great way to make some extra cash with our surplus energy production. We could invest more energy producers, but when the energy crisis is over, we'd be left with some useless land claims. If these bots hadn't snatched that geothermal core, we'd be the only energy suppliers in town. Too late now. Friends in low places, oh my. This is one of those times that being an undesirable is desirable. Oh Frank, our business is on the straight and narrow, but there are plenty of folks scraping by involved in activities that are less than legitimate. So many of our workers have suffered under the thumb of big business. Many of these independents prefer working with us. You represent a gang of thugs?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, he's Russian. I'm not even going to try the accent. Call me, Raskolnikov. Whatever. I represent a group of independent contractors operating wherever works to be had in this frozen wasteland. We're called black market regulators, or regulars by locals. If you're serious about surviving out here, you'll refer to us as a friend. We provide exceptional services at competitive prices. When you find it hard to compete with business as usual, we can provide more interesting options. Okay, independence, you say? A business of criminals. We deplore organised crime of any type, which is why we're so proactive in damaging the interests of those so-called honest endeavours. There is nothing so organised or so criminal in its nature than what is commonly regarded to as a corporation. We will sell you the services and tools you need to quickly remove that smug smile from the self-satisfied elites you are at loggerheads with. Well, it's nice to meet you. New contacts. This gentleman is a good man to have a friendship with. We're going to hire some of his associates to enact a mutiny on that geothermal power plant the robot seems so proud of. There's money to be had on the energy market and we don't need to share it. You want me to steal it? Survival isn't always pretty. Our lives and futures are on the line here. Most of us have families looking to come off-world with us. Fighting over scraps here is an improvement over our lives on Earth. It's a choice between me and mine, and some job-stealing corporate algorithms. You best believe it's not even a choice. Oh my. If it makes it any easier, think of it like borrowing sugar from a neighbour. They'll get it back soon enough. Time to borrow that geothermal then. Alright, how do we do this? We've got to purchase a mutiny from the black market. Okay, and how do we go about doing that? Oh, this looks like a black market down here. Purchase mutiny. A mutiny allows you to bribe an opponent's building to work for you instead. Eventually the workers will return control of the building to its original owner, but until then, you get all the profit. Okay, let's do this, and on the geothermal, production has been diverted. How nice. That geothermal plant is redirecting its power our way for a while. Time to enjoy the fruits of someone else's labour for a change. Let's expand the scavenger HQ, so we have land claims. With those claims, I suggest we push into glass production. Why glass? We need glass to continue upgrading our scavenger HQ at a reasonable price. This will let us continue to move into the new markets as they become valuable. We would also like to move into electronics. The robotic factories from Yoshimi keep electronics to upgrade their consumption, and will help move the price upwards. They're also used to build some advanced buildings. Unfortunately, we simply don't have the claims to support that level of production for a while. It's better to stay focused on strong production than spread ourselves too thin. I'll trust you on this. Alright, let's upgrade the HQ. We now need to build a second wind turbine. Let's get her done. There we go. Oh, this is our enemies, of course. What else do we need to do? An elemental quarry on silicon. Okay, let's find some silicon. There's some over here. A good amount. There we go. And we need to build 2 glass kilns. Here they are. Let's build them, I think, over this side for the time being. There we go. That's everything that we need. Uh-oh.
Who is neighbour? Do you retain a memory of this geothermal plant? Recalling its story brings up complex connections within. You do not understand our relationship to energy. We have carefully constructed an example. This is called a teachable time segment.
Sorry about that, I was told to do it. Oh my!
Better neighbour now. Human consumption is food. Observe green factories of water consumption. EMP discharge will make them inoperable. Hunger and emptiness. Leave neighbour alone now. Please learn.
Okay, that's an awful way to treat a neighbour. How dare they? Messed with the wrong person. I can't believe the nerve of them. Our people need that food to stay productive, and they know that. If they want to play hardball, we'll certainly accommodate them. Let's buy some electronics to build a new hacker array. With this, there'll be a most useful addition to our business. Okay, I thought hacking was illegal. Technically not illegal. Our hacker array intercepts intraspace communications and adds a little something extra. Instead of food supplies are en route for delivery, no imminent delays present, the message received by the colony becomes no food supplies, imminent delays present. Oh my. The effect on prices is almost immediate and provides us with a huge edge. Oh, that sounds totally illegal. Let's get that hacker array on the go. Let's see what we need. We need 20 electronics. Let's grab them. Looks like our debt is actually growing because of the O2 issue. Hacker array, we'll build it over here. We've got to upgrade the scavenger HQ as well. Let's get that done. And then we're going to use a goon squad on the hacker array that we will have built shortly. We're accruing debt again, which I'm not very happy about. That's because we're losing food over here, look. It's only frozen for the next 2 seconds, though. There we go. Hopefully our debt is going to reduce now. No, it's still going up. And that's...
The hacker array is finished. Time to change our passwords.
Okay, we've purchased a goon squad. Protection is always a good investment. Glad to see that the mutiny was to your satisfaction. Seems like you're getting good advice from Sam as well. Anytime you build something worth having, it pays to invest some protection. My goon squad will ensure the safety and security of any location that you are concerned about. Protection is not their only function. If a competitor is foolish enough to target a protected site, my team will capture and reverse engineer a response for use at your leisure. Sounds like an insurance policy. Alright, we're going to use that on our hacker array. Right there. Okay. Electronics look promising. Oh my, looks like they tried to take advantage of the attack they launched on our farms. Not as innocent and helpful as advertised. But what is this? But what is? It seems you haven't decided to begin construction. Seems they haven't decided to begin construction on electronics yet. Now is the time to get electronics production online and see the hacker array, and use the hacker array to short the supply. This will drive prices sky high. Sounds like capitalism. Alright, use the hacker array to short electronics. Hello hacker array. What we're going to do is we are going to short electronics. There we go. We've created that shortage. Give the hackers time to get their job done and spread some misinformation on the wire. To get these electronics factories constructed and make sure that you have our life support needs taken care of. We've been borrowing from the colony long enough and it's time to build some electrolysis reactors. We'll be self-sufficient soon, don't you worry about it. So, first things that we need are electrolysis reactors. Let's see what they both do. Okay. Let's grab one of those.
Explosives available to the highest bidder.
Ooh. I'm sure that the malicious attack on our farms, this dynamite could be used to teach those heartless machines a lesson in cause and effect. Don't worry about how much cash you have on hand. Auctions are paid by taking on a loan, which will increase our debt. Click on the bid button to raise the stakes and let those robots know you mean business. Okay, let's take a second electrolysis reactor. We can do this. It's getting a little bit far now, isn't it? Hold the phone. The dynamite is good, but it's not worth that much. They must be pretty desperate for revenge to pay through the nose for that.
Sold.
Okay. Build 2 electronics factories. That's something that we also need. There they are. Oh, I wanted that dynamite. Oh well. It's not the end of the world, is it? Okay, we're building everything that we need now. Losing a little bit of water
Price
here.
manipulations to begin shortly.
We're building the factories. Price spike is imminent. Turnabout.
Hello again. Our attention is once again diverted to behavior which is unbecoming of a neighbor. You have built the array of lies. A demonstration is prepared to hasten your retirement. Instead of deception, let me share the concept of destruction.
You probably shouldn't touch that.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Messed with the bull. Try as hard as they might, they can't keep up with us. Almost makes me feel bad that what we're about to do. Looks like we've got some free dynamite and a nice little target. Time to have some fun. Oh, those poor robots. My. What are we going to use the dynamite on? On our opponent. Okay, let's use the dynamite. What's best to use it on? Got metal mines here, steel mills, greenhouse farms. Well, there we go. That's not needed, is it? More geothermal plant, I think. Yes, they need power to live.
There is a concept, kindness. I wish that word was expressed better by you, our neighbor. The loss of our geothermal power plant brings me no happiness. It is with certainty that you are now labeled rival. We are only delayed. A repair is shortly forthcoming. Our relationship is beyond repair. Goodbye.
Good on ya. There you are. Gotta love those powerful statements some high-powered explosives can make, indeed. Making friends is a fine thing, but in business, you don't have a choice but to make some enemies. I hope you enjoyed trashing some automated butt. At Reclamation Industries, a fresh start is available for all. I may need a fresh start too. So many new friends! Expunge my record. Magnificent stuff. So they're a really, really fun faction to play as. I quite like the interplay between yourself and your enemies with that faction. In fact, they've all been very, very unique, as you've seen, and very enjoyable to play so far. Next, of course, is Better Living Through Chemistry. New Meridians will show you your methods to outpace the competition through the applied sciences. Let's take a look and see what the larger thing says. Okay, economic disaster and a string of global crises brought fears of a modern dark age. The scientific community gathered in the emerging shadows to pledge themselves to preserve and expand humanity's knowledge, regardless of cost. Lana Kamat and Silas Crichton united their internal science teams to form New Meridians, their sights set on expanding planetary exploration. By competing with the other off-world trading companies, they hope to secure funding for even more ambitious projects. Join them to learn how to set up a fully optimized Martian business by balancing the pursuit of science with the desire of strong earning statements. Oh my, I think this is going to be a fun one, guys. We'll be back in a moment.